The Riverton community remembering a teen killed in a Tooele County crash. What does coaches have to say?
Law enforcement
of the country.
In other news, many in Riverton are grieving the loss of a teen tonight.
He was killed in a Tooele County crash where the driver was charged with DUI and automobile homicide. News specialist Andrew Adams spoke to a couple of the teen's coaches. Andrew?
Well, the coaches just couldn't believe it when they learned who was killed. They just glowed about the kind of kid that 16-year-old Connor Russell was. Now, these are pictures that friends shared with KSL of Connor Russell. Friends say his mom was always his biggest fan, especially when it came to sports. And the coaches really were fans, too, of the teen's personality. They say he was a happy kid and a life of the party. He had participated in youth and high school football until he left the football program at Riverton High early last season.
He was always the one to be with the guys in the huddle and at the end, and just always being with the guys, the brothers, his brothers, right? And he was happy. I mean, he was one that everyone wanted to be around.
That coach says he saw the headlines and questioned if there was anything he could have done differently. According to Utah Highway Patrol, Connor was a passenger in a truck that was returning from a bonfire party in remote Tooele County this weekend when the truck crashed and rolled. As we said off the top, the 18-year-old driver has since been charged with automobile homicide and DUI. There are a couple of GoFundMe accounts out there. Friends of the mom say that they just want to support her and show that how much she is loved. We'll have information up on our website, KSL-TV.com. Back to you guys.
Such a tough story there. Thanks a lot, Andrew. Well, the Utah Department of Public Safety
on KSL 5 News at 10. Many people in Riverton are mourning the loss of a teen killed in a crash in remote Tooele County. He was a passenger, and the 18-year-old driver in that crash has since been charged with automobile homicide and DUI. News specialist Andrew Adams spoke to some of the boys' coaches today. Andrew, what did they have to say?
We're told that 16-year-old Connor Russell stepped away from football here last fall, but his coaches say he was well loved by everyone here at Riverton and by those who met him.
Every now and then you meet a kid that mentors you more than you mentor him.
In the middle of an empty football field.
And Connor was that kid.
A couple old ball coaches were feeling even emptier as they remembered Connor Russell.
When he'd come up and give you a hug, it was different. He meant it. Just a happy kid, just always smiling, always smiling.
Jeremy Beck coached Connor when he was little, but his coaches at Riverton High also glowed about the teen's personality.
He's the life of the party, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Connor was so fun to be around. He knew we all loved him. We all knew he loved us.
And so word of his sudden passing hit hard.
How the headline read, I had to stop.
Utah Highway Patrol says Connor was a passenger in a truck that was traveling along a remote stretch of SR 36 in Tooele County, returning from a bonfire party when it crashed and rolled. Connor was ejected and died at the scene. Investigators arrested the 18-year-old driver on suspicion of auto homicide and DUI.
It's hard. It's hard for us as parents, as coaches, as friends, because you always think, you know, what was my last moment with him? What could have I said?
Friends of Connor's family say his mom was his biggest fan, especially when it came to his sports and his teams.
Connor was a big part of that. You know, he loved his brothers and he loved his football brothers.
Connor's coaches became fans as well.
Connor's a champion. We didn't lose a good one, we lost a great one.
Well, friends say that they really want to support Connor's mom in her time of loss and grief. There have been a couple GoFundMe accounts set up, and we'll have information on our website, KSL-TV.com. Back to you.
Yeah, our hearts go out to that whole community. Andrew, thank you.
Another Utah judge is facing
Unified Police. Many in Riverton tonight are mourning the loss of a teen killed in a crash in Tooele County. He was a passenger, and the 18-year-old driver in that crash faces multiple charges. Former coaches of 16-year-old Connor Russell say he stepped away from football last fall, but he was well loved by the community.
Every now and then you meet a kid that mentors you more than you mentor him. Just a happy kid, just always smiling.
Utah Highway Patrol says Connor was a passenger in a truck that was traveling along a remote stretch of road in Tooele County, returning from a bonfire party. They crashed and the truck rolled. Connor was ejected and died at the scene. Investigators arrested the 18-year-old driver on charges of automobile homicide and DUI. New developments in the case of a man